Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Well, this poor man, this poor employee, store employee, is not having such a great day. Granted, this happened a couple of almost a week ago, so you know, you understand what I talk about. He's not having a great day. His day is ruined, and this is mostly due to the fact that the store decides to punish him, aka fire him, so because he helped the store try to catch criminals. Yeah, if you don't believe me, this is the case. Take a look.
Showing 3 alleged shoplifters stealing $500 worth of laundry detergent from a supermarket. And a store clerk is taping everything, even as the suspects quickly load up the getaway car.
Really, bro? You gotta resort to this? Economy's not that bad.
Seems pretty smart, right? The store employee isn't trying to physically stop the suspects. That's frowned upon by police and by big retailers. All he's doing is collecting the evidence on tape. You think he'd be praised for a job well done. Well, no. In fact, he was fired.
Now, I don't know about you, but normally when I find an employee doing a good deed, I try to say, yes, good job, and you deserve a raise because, you know, you stop criminals. You stop people from trying to steal our stuff, be able to have to raise our prices, put stuff back onto the counter, so we don't have to, so this is an incentive for them to not do this. No, instead, our great decision is by King Soopers. I may believe is the actual name of this store. King Soopers. My apologies. It doesn't matter. You're still a garbage store. Instead, we decide to punish you for helping us and trying to stop criminals from ruining our community. So, in our great wisdom, we will fire you, and there you go. Hope you had fun. Thanks for helping us. And criminals, good job on stealing all of our stuff and making us potentially go out of business and have to raise our prices because you're stealing stuff. So, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but that's normally the case that what I would do whenever somebody is trying to help me or stop criminals or doing a good deed. Because good deeds are punished and bad deeds are plentiful and good to be supported for. Now, there is not really a happy ending for this man, but there is more to really go on to this by. Now, of course, this sheriff's office goes out and does the great, says that, you know, this is the only reason why that they were able to catch these criminals, and without him, they probably wouldn't have done anything, which is another question mark above all on why this is a thing. But yeah, they do this, and to add insult to injury as well, he also removed the plates, you know, for the people that they captured. So without further ado, enough of my horrible rambling, here's the actual video.
Santino Barola says he was stunned when he was told he was getting the axe from the King Soopers store in Centennial, Colorado.
The policy says no chasing, no physical deterrent, you know, whatsoever, and I did neither of those things.
So what did he supposedly do wrong? As the suspects try to drive off, watch as the quick-thinking Barola tears away the foil covering the license plate. That action directly led to the arrest of the driver.
If he hadn't done that, it would just be another video of 3 people stealing again, like that's happening all over the United States right now.
But that doesn't matter. Barola is still out of a job because he violated the company's policy against employees intervening during thefts. What do you think of this store policy?
I think it's a little bit ridiculous. I get it, you know, the liability and to not chase after them or physically deter them, which in the video I clearly did neither. I was walking, not chasing, and never did I physically touch them in any way, shape, or form.
Yes, despite the guy doing everything in the book total what he was not supposed to do and not what he was not to, and you know, followed the right rules, he still gets punished. So what you're telling me is Soopers, or what we call you King Soopers or Garbagers, whatever you want to call yourselves, even though that an employee does something correct and follows your policy to the letter, you still punish your employees for doing anything. So say, for instance, King Soopers, if the employee was attacked or stabbed or any of the man order, they try to defend themselves, you would fire them because they were intervening in a theft. Do you understand what I'm going here with this? So if this man does none of the above and does everything that he was supposed to do, and he didn't do what you told him not to do, and he still gets punished, does that mean that the robbers can go and stab people or kill people or do anything of the order and the employees will get punished for it? Nice to know that, if you kill an employee at your store, they will also be notified that they are fired even though they're dead. I mean, they're fired regardless because, they unfortunately passed away. But even still, if they're laying critical in their bed, you would probably give them a notice, oh, you've been fired because you intervened with a theft even though they were stabbed. But of course, I guess self-defense is a bad thing. But that's just me, kind of laying out your policies here, King Soopers. By the way, if you guys want to know this garbage store's actual policy and what they are, here's their logo. Yeah, it's in the thumbnail. You'll probably see it in the thumbnail. But, sometimes I think it's always good to have their little logo here, right here, to show what this type of store is. I like calling out garbage stores and garbage companies for their BS, and this is one of them. And to add insult to injury as well, intervening with thefts is also should probably be removed, because to have employees fired for this type of thing is completely asinine. Obviously, you don't want employees to sue you for being injured, but also you're incentivizing the criminals to attack you as well, because the store, because you'll be helping them. Oh, it doesn't matter because also the people there have been security guards fired for trying to stop theft. So I think the criminals are being emboldened to do this rather than not emboldened to do things. So what we also have here is that at the end of the day, guys, if you are working at a store, if you're working at any place at all, then you would seem to be fired for it. There's a little bit of this video left that you guys probably should hear about because, it makes a little bit more sense. And, without further ado, here it is. And, oh, by the way, yeah, please, be reminded that the store is garbage.
Brola has lots of support on social media. This man should get a raise, not termination, goes one typical commentary.
You think you were unfairly fired?
I believe so. Being a veteran, being a former military police officer, I'm always going to do the right thing, especially if a crime is happening in front of me.
The supermarket says while they are unable to comment on personnel matters, they do have security measures in place to help prevent crime and de-escalate confrontations to minimize risk to their employees.
Well, I think this guy was wrongfully terminated in every way possible, and he has my support for anything that he needs because obviously he was wrongfully terminated, and this is not a lie in any sense of the word. By the way, so you're not going to respond to anything because you can't really respond for your gross and deplorable actual policies, but at the same time, you say that you have policies and rules and practices in place for your employees to be safe. Right. So, going back to what I said previously in this video, how do you protect them if your policy says don't do any of this, and then this guy does everything that you pretty much said in the book, besides, one simple thing, which was removing a license plate, really thing that is from the license plate to see it, then this begs the question: are your employees protected by actually getting attacked or defending themselves, or attacking or defending themselves from an attacker that's a theft being committed? These are the questions and answers that we need, so that way we have more clarification on what policy you're going to enact or punishment you're going to enact onto the person if they so do something wrong, because that's something that is pretty crucial that I want answered. You say you're going to defend the employees, but it seems you've done nothing but harm them. and you have harmed one employee by firing them for him trying to do a good deed. I don't know about you, King Soopers, but you're a garbage company, you're a garbage store, and you deserve all the backlash and negative press that you get, because obviously you don't care for your employees. You don't care about anybody. In fact, you care about the criminals more than anything. In fact, you say you want to help your employees, but this is going to embolden the criminals to do more nefarious things, because it shows that the employees are going to get punished for their actions, but the criminals will not be. Thanks for letting us know on your actual full-on support of criminals robbing you, making you go out of business, and harming your employees. Good, great support. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.